Hi everyone and welcome to Homerino Collectibles, where today we're going to be taking a look at the Power Rangers Lightning Collection Mighty Morphin Finster. Now this guy was sent to me from Hasbro Pulse, so I just want to say a huge thank you to those guys. It was part of a big unboxing for Hasbro Pulse Con 2021. If you want to see everything else that was in that box, there'll be a card on the screen, and go ahead and check it out. It was absolutely incredible, and I'm astonished that they sent it all out to me. But this guy looks really amazing, like he just jumped straight off the screen. I can already see it comes with a ton of accessories, and it's going to be a fan favorite villain. The box looks fantastic. Bringing it around to the back, you can see a much clearer image of him and a few of his tools and accessories that we're going to be taking a look at. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and open this thing up and take a closer look. And here's Finster out of the packaging, and this figure honestly is so fantastic. It really does feel like such amazing quality. I mean, right here, let's start off with the accessories, and the main one, other than a lot of the stuff that is actually on him, and I really love how he can actually wear most of his accessories. Here we have the Putty Mold. I mean, it actually comes with two individual little putties. So obviously he would put the clay in there in bars, and then that would close up and create the little putty patrollers, which stand just under 3/4 of an inch tall. You can barely see them. One of them has the spiked hand, and the other one has the kind of wrecking ball hand there. And they're just fantastic little things. They fit inside this suitcase mold really well. Really nice and snugly. And then you can go ahead and even close it up. And I just find that such an amazing, awesome accessory. I love it. He comes with a few pairs of hands, so each one is different. So we have a couple of different gripping hands. This is what he came with in the package for his right hand, if we can get a bit better focus. There we go. And then we have this for a left hand, so you can go ahead and put one of the putties in this hand if you wanted to hold one of them. Then this is the hand that I switched out that was loose in the package to start with. So this one, he can hold his scalpel, which is another fantastic little accessory. And then he has another gripping hand, a little bit tighter than the other one that we saw over on his left. So the accessories that he can hold. We have this kind of trowel looking piece, this kind of corkscrew trowel thing. That is a loose accessory that fits onto his apron. And then we have a rolling pin here as well. These ones down here, so we got a shear, some kind of angle and whatever they are, those are molded in and cannot be removed. Likewise for these kind of scalpels up here, and you can't put this one in there, but I think he looks awesome with that in his hand. And then he has this little magnifying glass here as well, which does actually come loose in the box. You have to pop the head off, slide it onto his neck, and pop the head back on. It's really easy. The ball joint is really nice and smooth, and it's done really fantastically. Now, I want to draw attention to this guy's head sculpt. Look at how incredible that head sculpt is. It literally just jumped straight off the TV screen. How amazing is that? And it's exactly what I would want from a Finster. I literally don't have anything to fault about this figure. And that's not just because this thing was sent to me. I mean, with the accessories, that is awesome. I can definitely see why they would want to put, obviously, the putties in there and the mold. But to have that, but to also have these as loose accessories, that's one of the reasons why I feel like this figure just feels like pure quality, and that the Lightning Collection line is just constantly improving and constantly outdoing itself. Because we're getting things with these types of figures that you would traditionally only get from imports. And imports obviously are usually a slightly smaller scale, slightly more fragile and whatnot. But this feels like a little kid could play with it for a lifetime, and it ain't going to break. The accessories are of import quality. The design, the sculpt, the paint, it's all of import quality. And it just works. And I really, really think that they hit the ball out of the park this time with this figure. So let's go ahead and take a look at his articulation then. The head does move up and down on the ball joint, left and right, and you get a bit of pivot in there side to side as well. What's awesome is the mouth can open on this guy, so you can actually talk with him. It's so cool. The shoulders come out to the side this much and rotate all the way around. Slightly hindered by this piece, but not much, so you can get it there. It will flex out of the way. It has a little bit of push to it, so it will give, but you can get that movement, which is fantastic. You also have the butterfly joint in there as well, which again, on a Power Ranger, yeah, that's definitely 100% needed. On Finster, it's not needed, but they put it in anyway. It's amazing. You've got the single jointed elbow, and then you've got the rotation there as well. Rotation and the hinge at the wrists too. At the torso here, which I think is absolutely fantastically done, because you have this flap that folds down here, he doesn't even look like he has torso articulation, so it's hid really, really well. But it's on a ball joint, so you can get all manner of articulation. You've got a bit of a crunch there, side to side pivot, obviously your left and right. The apron at the front is quite thick, so you're not really going to get much out of the legs going forwards, but they can come all the way to the side, so he can sidekick someone. They move back a smidge. You've got the rotation and the single joint at the knee, and then the feet move up and down a little bit, and you have ankle pivot. Most of the leg articulation you're never going to use because of the apron, but it is all there. But I just think, from the size of this guy's head, and the amount of detail that you can therefore get out of it, it really lends itself to, you know, pivoting and rotating that head to give this guy a lot of character and a lot of life. And that's why I say it just looks like it's jumped straight from the screen. It's something about this figure is just phenomenal. I seriously can't believe just how well this thing came out. And like I said, it seriously does feel like they took all the ideas of an import and all of the strength of modern day Hasbro figures of Marvel Legends and Lightning Collection, put them together, and we just get this awesome piece. So if you somehow can't tell, I definitely think that you should pick this up if you're a Mighty Morphin fan. It's a must-have. It's one of the main villains of the series, and he creates all of the other villains of the series. It's a really, really cool character. It's a great design, a great look, but the execution of this figure has been phenomenal. And I think any collector that enjoyed Mighty Morphin will absolutely adore this figure. The accessories are to die for, and I think everything with this guy is in that head sculpt. The apron is really awesome too, but the head sculpt on this guy and the paint throughout the whole thing, it really does bring the character to life so well, and I definitely recommend that you guys pick this thing up. So thanks for watching, guys, and if you want to see more from me, check out the videos on screen right now. Like I said, check out that big unboxing video that I got this guy from, which was my last video. I'll put the card up on the screen right now as well, and a link in the description. Absolutely phenomenal. Cannot thank Hasbro Pulse enough. If you want to see more from me, there's also going to be my social media in the description below. Go ahead and check out my Instagram and Twitter for some pictures of these guys. And as always, for more Power Rangers Lightning Collection, go ahead and subscribe. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time.